We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
At the birth of the United States, the Declaration of Independence affirmed the principles and intentions of the country's founders. But when the nation was born, these principles applied almost exclusively to tax-paying, property-owning white men. Only they were guaranteed suffrage, the right to vote. The majority of the population could not participate in the government, but that would change.
The suffrage movement in this country was inevitable. Women were not going to sit there and not have the right to vote forever.
I'm on my way.
The struggle for women's suffrage in the United States was nothing less than a social revolution. It challenged the established roles of men and women and held the government accountable to the principles on which the country had been founded: liberty and equality for all. Yet few Americans are aware of the effort that the struggle for women's suffrage entailed.
When I went to college, there was one sentence in my text. It said women were given the vote. Not only did it ignore the entire history, it chose the wrong verb. You know, women weren't given the vote. We fought for the vote.
I'm on my way, Lord God Almighty. I'm on my way, good Lord.
The Somme Valley in northern France. A once pristine and bucolic landscape, transformed by the First World War into a lifeless moonscape of shell holes and mine craters. July 1st, 1916. 500,000 young, inexperienced, and eager British soldiers would have to cross this desolate field to attack entrenched German forces. It was the first real test for this modern British Army.
World War I in and of itself is the transitional war between pre-modern and truly modern industrial war. And if you want to boil down that transitional moment, it is the Battle of the Somme.
The assault, the British assumed, would be brief, and the enemy battered. They were wrong.
Nothing is quite the same after that battle has been fought.
On May 23, 1950, the nation of South Africa celebrated the 80th birthday of one of its founding fathers, Jan Christian Smuts. A diplomat, soldier, and visionary, Smuts, as the only man to sign both the Treaty of Versailles at the end of World War I and the Paris Peace Treaty that brought an end to World War II, was a voice for democracy and freedom.
He is a South African who has put South Africa on the map.
And I ask you, all of you, to signify your feelings by giving him the acclamation which his character, his life's work, equally deserve.
But back in South Africa, Smuts's policies were anything but forward-thinking.
If there is one tragedy of South African 20th century history, it is that this man, with his extraordinary gifts and insight and charisma, did not use that charisma to push for a more inclusive racial vision when it could have saved the country decades of trauma and strife.